years. That was absolutely great. Come on up. Wow. I know sometimes moms and dads are asking the very same question of you. What will it take to get you to eat your spinach? What will it take to get you to clean your room? Huh? Ever figure that one out? The answer to that question is? All right, so now, if you want to sit down right here, you can. Or if you want to sit down right here in front of me, you can. That's perfect. That's perfect. So, it's good to see each of you folks here today. Now, I have a question for you. How old are your parents? Do you know?
I know.
Okay, how old?
39.
39. Okay, somebody else? Anyone know the age of a mom or dad? 45.
48.
48.
No,
50, 100. Woo! We got a winner here. Okay, anybody else? What?
I know my mom is, I know both my mom's 30 and my dad is
29 and 30. Okay. And were you going to give an age here? We're giving out secrets this morning. So I got a question for you. Do you know the ages of your grandparents? Oh, some of you know that too. Oh, goodness gracious. 70? 62?
I think it's 65 or 64.
65 or 64? 80? 100? Okay, all right. All right, so I want to ask you, are your grandparents, I don't know. Do you think your grandparents are old? You think grandparents are old? When I was a kid, I thought my grandparents were old. I didn't think my parents were old. I thought my grandparents were old. So all my grandparents, they've passed on. It's just my parents. And I keep saying they're not old because that's good for me. So here's a story about an old guy. And he is just about at the top number anybody listed. His name is Abram. And in this story, he's 99 years old. And God appears to him and says, Abram, don't fear. I am your shield and your great reward. Says you're going to have so many descendants. They're going to be more than the sands of the sea. They're going to be more than the stars of the sky. And actually, his name wasn't Abraham yet. It was Abram. And God says, I'm going to change your name. Instead of Abram, your name is going to be Abraham, which is father of many, because you're going to be the father of many nations. Now, how old did I tell you he was? 99. So you think he's kind of old? Just a little bit, maybe? Well, here's the deal. Abraham didn't have any kids yet. And his wife, Sarai, was 89. And she hadn't had any kids yet. And God says, and by the way, we're going to change Sarai's name. She's going to be Sarah as well, because she's going to be the mother of all these nations. All these families of earth will be connected through you and your children. And Abraham's thinking to himself, am I going to have the pleasure of children at the age of 100? Because how old am I now? 99. And by the time a baby's born, I'll probably be 100. And my wife, is she going to have the pleasure of giving birth to a child when she's 90? Because how old is she now?
90.
89. And she's going to be, by the time a child's born, she's going to be 90. And of course, God's answer was, yep. It's a crazy story. But one of the things I love best about it is that God's promise is that Abraham and Sarah would become the parents, the father and mother of not just one nation, but of many. Which means our whole world gets to be connected into one family, which I think is really cool. Will you guys say a prayer with me? Will you bow your heads with me and repeat after me? Dear God,
Dear God,
we thank you for Abraham and Sarah. We thank you for the promise you gave them. We thank you for the miracle of a child. And we thank you that many nations are connected in one family through them. Amen. 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 All right, guys, thank you very much. We have worksheets for you, and I know many of you guys will be heading out to